Hello, I'm Jerry Ford. I'm going to the Draminator, one of my longtime subscribers, suggested a Q&A video. I was going to look it up and see when was the last one I'd done. When was the last one I'd done? Let's see real quick. Well, it was this year. It was like 6 months ago. Okay. I didn't remember it being that recent. Well, Jeremy didn't do the last one with me. Looks like the one he did with me was in 2022. I don't guess that you guys asked him questions. Otherwise, he would have probably have been on the video. But I'm going to try to include him in on the video. Jeremy he's been a big voice in my channel. He's the one that helped me set it up. Back in 2016, he was just a little guy then. When I come to him and said, hey buddy, you want to help me make a channel on YouTube? Well, actually, you know what? I already had a channel. I actually created my channel in 2014, but for other reasons. And I think what he did, he'd help me title it something. I think I just had it titled Jerry Ford, I think. And he helped me put a name to it, come up with the name. So yeah, but either way, he still helped me make the channel, the original one in 2014, and then when I made it the beer review guy in 2016. But so yeah, I've told the story about the reason why I started doing the reviews in 2016 is when I worked for a apartment complex, and the maintenance man, the lead maintenance man, was getting married, and he said he's going to make 3 different home brews. It was a stout, I think, an IPA, and a pale ale, I think, or something like that. But and he asked me, or he told me, I'm going to bring you one of each, and you try it and see what you think of them. And I said, okay, well, I will. I'll record myself trying them. You know, when you bring them, I'll record myself trying them. Is that how to? And he said, okay, you mean like a beer review? And I was like, what's a beer review? He says, when you video yourself trying a beer and you say what you think of it. And I'm like, I've never heard of such a thing. He says, look them up on YouTube and you'll see them. So I did, and I said, hey, I can do that. that looks like fun. So that's where I got the idea from, and how I come to know about doing beer reviews. So he brought them to me. I videoed myself trying them, and I uploaded them on my channel. And that's how it all started. But yeah, it's been a wild ride doing reviews, and then I'm glad that I didn't wait long before I made it a variety channel. The variety channel part started because I couldn't afford to do, like, get beers constantly to do one every day. So I thought, how about beer snacks? Any snacks that go good with beers, or have been said to go good with beers, like all kinds of nuts, pretzels, chips, jerky, sunflower seeds, all that kind of stuff, is when I started doing all that. And then when I started doing that, one of the first ones I done was beer nuts. You heard of beer nuts? The president of beer nuts, Andy, I always have trouble remembering his name. It starts with an S. I always think of Andy Serkis, the actor. But it's similar. I can't remember his name. He's the president of beer nuts. His sister sent him a video of me reviewing the variety of some of their nuts, and he liked the video, and he sent me a message asking me if I'd want to review all their other nut products. And this wasn't too long after I started reviewing. They sent me a big box of all their nut varieties. It was one of the coolest things that had ever happened. I mean, it had happened to me at the beginning of my starting the channel. So that's something I didn't write on. I'm making a special moments. This list. I'll probably tell that story again. But anyway, I don't know why I'm going into all this right now. I guess I'm just trying to give you some Q&A fodder, something help you think of things to ask. But anyway, I think that all derived from me talking about Jeremy, my son. So why don't you, if you want to do this Q&A thing, everybody's maybe sick of it by now, but I've had, probably since I've done it last, maybe 1,000 subs, or close to it anyway. No, probably not that many. In the hundreds, though. Probably, at least. But if you want to do it, that's cool. If you don't, I mean, maybe more of the new people would be interested in doing a Q&A. So yeah, ask your questions. Ask them for Jeremy too, and I will see if he wants to set in on the answering part of the video. Jeremy is into lots of different games. He is a gamer. He watches a lot of Rocket League. He watches the championships. He's been to two championships, one in Texas and one in, been there to watch, not to play. What was the other place? One in Texas. I'm pretty sure he's been in two of them. He's watched a lot of them at home, when they're on and stuff. But they last like 3 or 4 days. But yeah, Rocket League, and he's into other games as well. I couldn't tell you which ones he's doing right now, but he's also into a lot of anime. He's probably seen at least an episode of most of them that are out there. He got me just recently into one called Solo Leveling, which is a pretty cool one. If y'all are familiar with that one, then let us know. You can ask him about other animes, whether or not he's seen it, what he thinks of it, what's his worst one, or what's his least favorite, what's his favorites, this, that, and other. You can ask him about what kind of work he does. You can't ask him where he works, but you can ask him what kind of work he does and stuff like that if you want. What did he do in school? Did he take college? Was he in marching band? Did he play any sports? Just questions like that. And me, you can ask me whatever. I won't answer politic questions or religious questions, but and then depending on what you ask, keep it clean, but you can ask about my work, jobs I've done in the past, stuff like that. But yeah, so this is just a introduction to a Q&A video. If y'all are interested in doing that, then you go ahead and you ask your questions on this video, and I'm going to give it till September. Let's give it a couple weeks. How about September 12th? September 12th. I'll plan on that being when Jeremy and I do the answering part of the video. That'll give you all time and everybody a chance to ask something, and everybody that wants to ask something. Now, depending on if I can find the opportunity to do the answering video with him, it might be sooner or it might be later. I don't know. But a couple weeks, that'll give you guys time to ask something. If you are interested. If we don't get many questions to answer by that time, then we may skip the video and I'll just answer them through I'll just reply to them through the computer, because just answering two or three, you can't make a video of that. It's a waste of our time. So don't make it a waste of our time. And you can ask each person can ask multiple questions. It does not matter. Could make it more fun. And Jeremy and I will have fun with that. So go ahead, ask away. All right, well, I'm going to end it there. This was Draminators' idea to do this, but I don't know. I asked Draminator something about what he said, and I don't think he hasn't replied back to me something about Gerald or Gerard, and I don't know what he's talking about. The only Gerald I know is the carpenter that works with me here at the campus, and Gerard, that's like a fancy name for Gerald, I think. I don't know, or Jerry. I don't know what that is, but anyway. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna end it here. Almost 16 minutes for just this introduction video. That's okay. Yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.